Good morning. So, yesterday I learned in Bible study a little bit about, a lot about a lot of things, but mostly about evaluation. And I think it has a lot to do with comparison too. If we don't have a healthy evaluation of ourselves and how God sees us, even just how we see us, we have to be forgiving, we have to be loving, even to ourselves. If we can't have a healthy evaluation of ourselves, not being too prideful, but not being too humble either, or self-deprecating, is that how you say it? If we're going to be evaluating others appropriately. So, and while what I mean by that isn't just not judging them, not thinking harshly about them, but not also lifting them too high, like putting them on a pedestal. I have a tendency of doing that. Comparison is it's the robber of joy, isn't it? Comparison, when you feel inadequate compared to someone, how she mothers, how he dresses. I just feel like and I say he because I think men compare too, maybe not as frequently, but it's something that really does rob our joy. And so to evaluate ourselves with more health and more forgiveness and consideration, we need to remember that we aren't gifted the same way as everyone else. And I know I've said that before, I've beat on that drum already. But I do want to point out that, if it's worth hearing it over and over again and read in multiple books and seen on multiple podcasts or discussed in multiple studies, then I think it's worth talking about it now, right? Because we're all online. You're watching me now. It's hard not to compare ourselves to others. You have Pinterest, you have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have all these clear and present examples of who's out there. These people appear to be amazing. You evaluate them as above you. But you have to remember too, what you're seeing isn't necessarily the truth. It's a rose-colored glasses version of said person, right? If we're true to ourselves and we evaluate ourselves with health and honesty, then we'll be equipped to grow and to change the things we want to work on, but also to acknowledge the things that we're strong in and not necessarily dismiss our strengths because we want someone else's. We also can't compare ourselves and say, well, at least I'm not as bad as so-and-so. At least we've got this together over here. And it's real easy to get down that spiral to make ourselves feel better. Again, is something I've already brought up. But it's such a thing that we all struggle with that I think it's worth talking about. So, and then obviously when you're lifting someone too high, I had to get off social media, you guys. I had to. I was feeling really down and out about myself. I know I added value to some people. I know I can add a little humor, and people enjoyed my posts, but it got to be too much of a thing for me where I had to read it, right? You're comparing yourself to certain people, and when those certain people respond to you, it's almost like food for the soul, isn't it? But that's because we're attached to the wrong thing. We're attached to what they think about us instead of just feeling whole as a person without that need. For me, it's filled with God. I don't need to worry about what they think of me because I know He thinks the world of me. I was fearfully and wonderfully made with a purpose, and no one else has that purpose. And I believe that for you. And so comparison, just don't Don't let it rob you from your joy. Just don't let it. And give yourself an honest assessment. Evaluate yourself like in proper proportion. Don't compare. You are your own person and they are theirs. They're on their own journey. And they might not see the need to grow and change and get better, but you do, right? And that's all you can do. You can only get better yourself. You can only change the outlook of yourself by the choices you make, by a conscious effort that you make. Prayer helps. Prayer helps a lot. I can't do anything by my own strength. I can't. I've acknowledged that a long time ago, and it's freed me. You know, and that's hard for a perfectionist. I'm someone who is a perfectionist. I have to be good at everything, and I have to do everything just so. And that can really get me down, you know, when I underperform. But I've learned since then that I can't control anything, but I can do everything with his strength, with his strength in me. And so I don't know if that inspires you or not, but it inspired me. And I know this is all over the place. Most of my videos are, and I think that that's, again, I'm going to reiterate, the reason I don't edit isn't just because I don't want to put the work into it. I hope you understand that. The reason I don't edit is because I want to be real with you. I want to be me. I'm done comparing myself. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to catch myself doing it, but I'm done feeding it. I'm done giving it any more time, any more attention, comparing myself to others that don't have my strength. I know they might have strengths that I want, but I mean, I can embrace the strengths that I already have. I mean, they can only get stronger if we do, right? If we can acknowledge our gifts, we can start using them. If we use our gifts, we're going to start bettering ourselves and the people around us and closest to us. So I don't edit because I want to be free, and I want you to be free. I'm done comparing, and I hope you will be too, because it's just not worth it, you guys. I hope that you were able to make some sense out of this video today. I'm a little tired. Didn't get the rest that I hoped I could get, but I just want to be real with you guys, and I welcome you to be real with me. I will embrace you as you are. He will embrace you as you are. He made you. Have you have any questions or any comments? I hope that you will share. Any ideas that you want me to share for future videos, I'd be happy to. I do and have read a lot. I shouldn't say I do read a lot because, man, it's not, I have like a stack of 18 books on my side table. So, but I have read a lot, and I want to continue to read a lot. I want to make the time for that. But I'm not, I'm not someone who knows everything. I know that I used to live my life in a way that I wanted people to believe that I did, but I've acknowledged the fact that I don't. I do like to encourage people, and I do sometimes give unsolicited advice, but I can tell you I have a heart to help, and if you just need someone to talk about it with, then I'm here. Someone who's truly struggled with this, I'm here. Sometimes we just need to be in good company, right? Someone who understands. Well, I do. So I really wish you a wonderful day. It's a choice, just like whether or not we compare ourselves, choosing to have joy, choosing to refuse to let comparison rob us of that, and choosing to have a great day today. I hope that you choose that. Take care.